There is where life change starts. You know when the word is being preached and it's being served, and people are content and wanting to serve Jesus and bring the word to the community. And I see that more and more here, and it keeps growing.
I don't realize where I am until I can share it with others, and then it's like, you know, it's like I've come a long way. You know, it's like I'm on fire. You know, I mean,
do you feel like it's church where you belong?
Yes, I definitely do.
In what way?
I don't know, just serving, like belong, grow, serve.
And then starting to volunteer in the church as well, help out with things. It's very rewarding in multiple ways. It just feels good when you're done, like, hey, I helped out something in the church. That's good.
I've made a lot of baby quilts for Pregnancy Resource Center and some for Mount Hood Legacy Hospital.
They would have the quilting things, and so I go, okay, I can be social and learn how to quilt. And because of their kindness to me, it was easy for me to get involved, and then it was just easy to become a member.
Coming to church, and then you got, about 8 months later, got connected with youth group.
I actually started kind of questioning, am I really enjoying this? You know, is it just something to kind of do? And then I think I got to make a connection with one of the boys, and it just blew me away. It was just like, wow, you know, this is amazing. You know, you make one connection and it kind of spreads through.
It's special. Some of them, I am the only man that they will see in their lives in a week that has any influence, spiritually or otherwise. And that's pretty awesome. Pretty scary, but pretty awesome.
Those lessons with the kids, in my transitioning of my faith, I probably get more out of it than the children do. And I really find that is continuing to build my faith and my growth.
Again, it just fills that hole that, you know, I didn't even know that I had.
Man, in the midst of filling the hole, now you're helping change lives too. I mean, you get to be a part of helping facilitate life change in other people.
It's one of those unexpected gifts I was able to, you know, kind of get out of.
Some Sundays, I can go to church and nod my head yes to things Tom's teaching me, and maybe even sleep through a sermon or two. But when I have to go upstairs and teach it as well, that's even harder. Because I have to live the message that I'm teaching.
I remembered an old expression, that a man is never as tall as when he stoops to help a child. The desire for me in our body, in the Mountainview body, is that more and more moms and dads and grandpas and grandpas will rise to stoop to work with our children, so that they, as, what is it, in Proverbs, if you raise the child in the way, they may go away from it, but they will return.
I had the opportunity to lead my son, and now all three of them to the Lord. And that's the greatest thing you can do as a dad.
Young people are such an answer. We have to train them and to show them how to go into the world for Jesus.
What has Mexico done for you?
It was hard to kind of jump in, but like by the end of the week, you feel like your family. And after a few more years in Mexico, it was like, man, missions work is a passion of mine, and I feel like God's tugging me more towards the mission field. And I just felt like going to Kenya would really solidify what God really wants me to do.
My daughter fell in love with Jesus here in this church, and she took it to her family of 4 children, and they're all believers. And Ryan and Eric are serving in Ecuador, working in a place where they train young people to go back to their other countries in South America to become Christian leaders. And I thought, how great. It started with my daughter saying, come and see this church, it's different. There's something strong here, way back then. And then I thought, when I was thinking about how it keeps moving.
What do you want to do with your life?
I think that I want to do missions work.
And how has Mountain View helped shape those plans?
Times where you're like, oh, I just want to give up because it gets so hard, and you're like, but people at Mountain View have been like, God's calling you to do this, you need to do this.
It's crucial because we still have to follow what Jesus said, go into the world. And our world still can be right here in Gresham. We're doing wonderful things here too, but it's important too, when you have people who God speaks to their heart to go to another place to spread the word, then we have to support that. It's important, it's crucial.
Mountain View's journey isn't over. We're still in the process of transformation. If we were a church that were all of that and were there yet, we wouldn't be seeing life change.
And the way that our friends in the neighborhoods and wherever we are, they will know the change in us, they will see the change in us, and they will want to be a part of it. So I feel it's going to grow.
There's someone that needs to hear me talk about Christ. I'll talk to anyone. I'll go visit people that are sick, and I'll just talk to them and tell them there's hope in their life because Christ is just watching right over them.
We can't be isolated anymore. That's where I see the life change for this church and for the people who are here. We have to keep reaching out and spread the word.
Well, I think you said it well.
Okay.
Miss Shirley, thanks so much.